Okay, so in this video, I want to talk about the AxisGo underwater housing that's made by a very reputable company called AquaTech. AquaTech makes housing for big cameras like Canon and Nikon and other DSLRs, Panasonic. And apparently now they're also making underwater housing for your smartphones. Now, in today's day and age, smartphones are already quote-unquote waterproof. That actually doesn't mean anything. They're more splash-proof than waterproof, because if you read the fine print, your iPhone can be submerged in about a foot of water for like 30 minutes, which is to say that it's probably a good idea not to submerge it at all. So with water housing like this, you can shoot longer and deeper with your iPhone or Samsung or whatever. So, you know, if you want access to like a full screen and you want the capability to take it further, underwater housing like this AxisGo is kind of the direction that you want to move. So in this video, I'm going to briefly talk about this underwater housing. I'm going to show you how to do a waterproof test before you put your expensive electronics into it. And last but not least, I'll put my iPhone in here and take some video so that you can see what the actual footage coming out of this thing looks like. All right, let's hop to it. So what you're looking at here is the actual AxisGo module. This is this white thing, and that's where your iPhone or whatever cell phone you're using goes into. Now, AquaTech makes lots of different water housings, and I'm pretty sure they have a water housing for every make and model of cell phone. So if you don't shoot on iPhone, it shouldn't be a problem. Additionally, they have these lens ports that you can unscrew and put different lens ports on. Currently, I'm rocking the ultra wide angle lens. I also have another lens port that doesn't do anything to the footage, so it'll make your camera look just like it would from your cell phone. Kind of keeps it more natural. Additionally, I also have a trigger attached. This is also made by AquaTech, and it's a fully mechanical, fully waterproof trigger that lines up perfectly with the shutter button on your camera on your phone. And so when you click the trigger inside the housing, you'll be able to hit stop and record. So that's kind of cool. It's a very cool mechanism. Simple, but effective. This particular housing is made for the iPhone 7 Plus. This guy right here. I know I'm kind of rocking an old iPhone in 2019, but you know what? Honestly, the new iPhones haven't really advanced that much, so I just haven't found a need to upgrade. So before you stick this in water, like I already mentioned, you want to make sure that it's watertight, because you don't want to gamble with expensive electronics. And the best thing to do is to seal this up nice and firm. Stick it in your bathtub, stick it in the ocean, stick it into a lake. Today I'll be using a horse trough that I use for like a cold plunge. And it's really as simple as that. You just put it in the water and kind of wiggle it around for a few minutes, for a few seconds. At least 30 seconds, I would say. If you can do a minute, even better. And then you're going to carefully open it and inspect the inside to make sure that it's watertight. Now, just kind of as more of a visual reference, I like to stick a piece of paper towel in there, because paper towels are very absorbent. And so if any moisture gets in, I should be able to visually see it on the paper towel. So having said that, let's give it a go. Paper towel is in. I'm gonna make sure that all of the seams, actually it's probably a good idea that I inspect all of the seals first, make sure there's no dust or sand or anything in it, make sure that the seal stays tight. And once I do that, I also want to make sure that the paper towel isn't inhibiting any of the seal as well. Then I'm going to close this housing, make sure that it's tightly locked, and then we're going to move over here to the horse trough and actually dunk it in the water. Let's go. Oh, and last but not least, you want to make sure that the lens port is screwed on securely. That feels very firm. And then you just go for it. Stick it in the water, twirl it around, shake it. At this point, you're trying to replicate any turbulent conditions that your phone might be subjected to. That's chilly. After you feel like you've given it an honest go, you're going to shake off any excess water. And then let's go back to the previous location where I can wipe it off with a dry towel, and then I can break the seal to see if any moisture got inside. Okay, now we're back. So now we're very carefully going to wipe down the waterproof housing, because we want an accurate representation of how waterproof this is. We don't want any external water to get inside. So give it a nice rub down. Maybe even wipe your arms. Okay, that should be good. And now we very carefully open it. There's a little button here that releases the latch. Oop. Wipe all that off. And then we visually inspect everything. And you can kind of see that there are beads of water, but they are on the outside of the seal. So from the looks of it, it does not appear that any moisture got into the case, which is a good thing. That means the case did its job. And so at this point now, we're ready to stick a phone in. And there's some nice little rubber bumpers in here that cradle the phone perfectly. Like I said, this water housing is made for the iPhone 7 Plus, so it lines the camera up perfectly with the lens port, and it also lines up the buttons perfectly. Once I compress this phone in, I should be able to access all of the buttons. So I will effectively be able to navigate all of the apps on my phone from outside, and the phone will be 100% safe. I could have picked a better table. This is a little bit shaky. Alright, so now the phone is in. You want to once again double check all of your seals to make sure that it's got a nice secure connection. And then once it's in there, you can see that you can access everything on your phone. AquaTech did something that's very genius. This little clear background that essentially shows you the display of your phone. It's actually bubbled off the screen a little bit. And I'm no rocket scientist, but I think they did that on purpose, because when you're in water to touch screens often feels like your fingers. So for example, when I go swimming with a GoPro, the touch screen basically becomes ineffective because the GoPro thinks the water is me touching all the settings. So what AquaTech did is it essentially made this clear shield bubble off the actual phone screen, so the phone doesn't think, or will not think, that water is me touching it. So what this means is you have to sort of press a little bit harder to access your apps, but you'll at least be able to use them, which is a very ingenious, awesome thing. So as you can see right now, the phone is in. I have my camera going, it's set to video, and now when I hit this trigger, it hits record. Phone is recording. Hit the trigger again, it stops it. You can go to photos, same thing, you hit the trigger. How cool is that? And then should you need to lock your phone, you just tap the lock button and everything works. Okay, so now that the iPhone is in the underwater housing, let's go ahead and stick it back in the horse trough. We'll record some video, and that way you guys will get a visual reference of what this whole setup looks and sounds like. All right, let's go. Okay, so we're officially recording. We're back at the horse trough. Everybody wave to the camera. And in we go. iPhone goes in. How cool is that?
inside of water tank with almost no worry that my iPhone is getting damaged.
I imagine that as I keep playing around with this thing, I am gonna upload more videos and talk about this thing more, so stay tuned for those. In the meantime, if you're interested in getting your own setup, I'm going to put all the links in the description below. Thanks for watching.